have a past and we all have a story.
It's like I've got a family. Just didn't go well with that family.
People don't understand what it's like, and you get sick of trying to explain it. I just tell them now I live in a mansion and have staff. I have staff who pick me up, take me to places, and I even have my own cook.
People usually associate it with people who don't have families that care. But it's not always the case. I've got a family, just didn't go well with that family.
Hon är också att jag med sin familj, eller ganska sin familj.
His friends think that he's living with a family.
They just think of it as, you've been naughty. And it's a bit like a secure unit, but they're allowed out. It was really daunting in the sense that I don't know where I am for one. I'm in the middle of nowhere for all I know. The doors on this children's home, they look ginormous. Gargoyles everywhere, it's that dark, can't see nothing. So yeah, that was really, really frightening, especially when you press the doorbell and nobody came 4 or 5 minutes. It's just so, I'm now standing here, little bag, only clothes and a towel and toothbrush, and it's just like, what have I got myself into? He looked
too big, I didn't like it, so I just ran away.
It's never a battle you're going to win if you run away, because you'll either get really scared, really hungry, really thirsty, or you'll go to a place where they'll just come and pick you up straight away.
I'm used to living with girls. Boys are just stinky and they smell and they're terrible and they eat loads and they eat like pigs.
This place is meant to be like a homely environment, but it's not, do you know what I mean? Everything you do in a day is written down on a logbook. So your whole life's basically written down for the next person to read, which kind of is a bit weird.
When there's lots of arguing and fights. There might be someone that gets injured or hurt or struggle getting to sleep.
It is hard for us. It gets boring, if you're at your family home. You love your mum and dad, don't you? Don't get bored chatting to them. You think you get bored, but trust me, when you're here and you've got nothing, that's when you get bored.
I don't want to be in residential. I want a family. I want to be able to move into foster care.
Your stuff gets nicked. I have the skill to live on my own, but it's against the law, so I can't.
I like being in residential care. I don't want to fit into a foster family.
And there is some good support though, staff good support in you. If you're upset or something and you want to go chat, then they'll go through it with you. They're kind of trained, you know what I mean? Say if I went and took drugs last night and I was a bit worried about it, I wouldn't want to go tell my mum because that would worry her. But if you go tell staff I took some drugs that I really wish I didn't, then it's easier to talk to them.
I started to run away and the manager chased me. But there was a set of train tracks where I lived and he caught up with me and he shouted, if you cross that line, I will just give up and just get you another placement. But if you come back, then we'll work on it. So I sat down next to the train tracks and thought about it for a good 30 minutes. And from that moment on, it was literally just a totally different person. I've had enough of being how I am. Because even though I was really angry, I was really, really sad at the same time. Didn't want to be like that anymore, so I took it on board.
You've got your good young people. You all in care for different reasons, and then you chat. You got Angie.
You got Angie?
She hugs everyone.
Is that nice?
Yeah.
Residential suits me. It should be my choice to be here. It should be seen the same as foster care. It should be about what young people want, not a second choice.
past and we all have a story.
It's like I've got a family. Just didn't know with my family.
Life in care wasn't even easy. Tell you what, bruv, it wasn't even a little bit breezy. I had to grow up fast, my childhood didn't last. Nobody knew about my past and that's how it will last. Trust me, bruv, you don't wanna know my story. It might get bloody and it might get gory. Life in care in all glory. We all have a past and we all have a story.
We all have a past and we all have a story. We all have a past and we all have a story.
Life in care wasn't even easy. Tell you what, bruv, it wasn't even a little bit breezy. I had to grow up fast, my childhood didn't last. Nobody knew about my past and that's how it will last. Look back on life, so I'll grab a knife, put it to my wrist and I act to right. I'll be doing better off in the afterlife, but now I see a future in my present life, yo.